Hello everybody, it's gotknife here. Today I'm going to be making a lanyard for my Benchmade 550 grip tilion. It does have a smaller lanyard hole, so I'm going to show you a trick how we're going to do it. First, I'm going to go over my tools I'm going to use. I have a Leatherman Kick multi-tool. I have a paper clip which I have unfolded, which looks pretty crazy, but it does work. A very small Bic lighter. You can use a large one, blowtorch, jet engine, whatever you have. Second of all, a very cheap pair of Dollar Tree scissors. As far as materials go, have me about 50 foot of 550 cord, and 550 cord is notoriously strong. A lot of people, they use it to lash down tents and stuff. I personally use 550 cord for stringing deer up after I kill them. I'm sorry, if you don't like it, you can get over it. The inside of 550 cord has 7 strands, which distributes the weight out on a load that you tie it on. And the outside casing is braided of 32 strands. First thing I'm going to do after cutting this end of the 550 cord, I'm going to take my little Bic lighter, which I was talking about, heat it up, pinch it. Heat it up, pinch it without burning yourself, until at least it's not going to start running out real bad. Because usually 550 cord, if you keep the strands inside, it's going to get worn out. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to hold it in a loop. Okay, take this side of the string, go through it, this side of the 550 cord, excuse me. See how I'm holding it? I'm going to take my fingers, open up what I have, stick it through. And I'm going to take this top piece, stick to the top right here, pull tight. Later we're going to use that to help fasten it. Tighten this little hole up, and basically what I'm doing is very hard to do on this crappy webcam that's built into my laptop, but I'm just going to start tightly pushing it through and tightening it. The looser it is, the weaker it's going to be, the crappier it's going to look. And as I do this, I twist it to the right. Basically, when you twist it to the right, it's going to give it a uniform look and also a little bit more strength. 550 cord is pretty cheap, I must say. I got mine at the PX, I believe 50 foot for $8, something like that. You can get better deals at gun shows or wherever else. I mean, as long as it's military spec, it's going to hold up. This right here is official 550 cord. It comes in a variety of colors. Some people, they like to get orange and wrap their knives in it so they're easier to see. I just use it for whatever I need to do. And after this, I'll show you a quick knot that every man should know. And I believe I'll show you maybe one other knot. So far, this is what it's looking like. You can see. Basically, I have it wrapped together and it's in there real tight. And it depends on how long you want your knife lanyard. I like mine right about this length. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this right here, pull out the top of it, and I'm going to tie a figure 8 retrace knot. You go around your finger, come back around, and come back through the knot itself, and ta-da! That is figure 8 retrace. See, it's shaped like an 8. Okay? Now, I'll take what's left of this 550 cord, snip it with my scissors, and then I'm going to proceed to melt it. This figure 8 retrace knot, I must say, is very, very strong. It's starting to smoke. I'm going to push it on my desk and let it melt a little bit. Don't want to burn myself. Different people attach these different ways to their knives. I personally am a fan of taking 550 cord, which I have down here, which has been gutted out. Basically, just take the inner strands out, and it makes it easier to slip through knife holes. I'm just going to snip that if it wants to cooperate. Sorry, I have cheap scissors. I'm going to take it and go through this right here. And I'm going to tie a loop like so. I'm going to tie another figure 8 retrace at the end of it. Now what you do to attach this lanyard, you take your good old paper clip, stick it through the hole, you fold it, and you stick it through your hole in the knife, just the paper clip at first. You pull it through, and you can take your paper clip out. I was going to use the pliers to get it completely out. And now, you just take the other end of your lanyard, and you stick it through the hole, the loop that you've made, and one second. You tighten it up, and then at the other end, where you have your two little rabbit ears after that first figure, second retrace knife, I'm sorry, just cut this off, and tighten it up. There you go. I can get my light on it without blinding you. There you go. I mean, that's my style of making them, and I discovered they're incredibly strong if I can get the lighting right. There you go. There's a look at that braid. And this knife is not going anywhere unless you want it to. There's different ways of attaching them. I usually use a little extra, make a little bit of a knot on here, because when you have your knife open, I have big hands, creates a little bit of an extra handle. And there you go. I can make them smaller, which I do. Let me grab some other 550 cord and I'll show you a few knots real quick. Alright, ready for this one? This right here, some people might know, some people might not. And you'll be the judge of what it is. If I can do it right. Come on. Pull it through. Hold on. Let it tighten up. Pull it tighter. There you go. Slip knot / hangman's noose, whichever you want to call it. La la la. That's what you should do to all terrorists. You should just string them up like this. To undo that knot, just slide it, and there it goes. Another way I make lanyards is take it like this, a few different ways, tie it around like this, just like you're tying a noose with two heads. And I do this mainly for keys. If people have certain sets of keys I like to keep separated, keep it like that. There you go. You got two little noose heads. I do make these for certain people. And you take this in right here, and you tie one more knot around it, and that right there makes a double noose keychain. It's popular some types of people, or I mean, you just trim the excess, but that's what that looks like. But I personally like this one right here. I've been practicing on how to make them. I'm not really good at it, but I have a friend that made this one for me. Check this out. Emerson Skull. I am learning how to do that whenever I do have a chance. I am covered up in college work. So, also this is my monkey's fist on my keychain. I'm sorry I'm getting off topic, but when it comes down to self-defense, I'll hit somebody with that, or I'll hit somebody with a set of these. Just whatever comes first. So, I really appreciate it. Thanks for your views, and sorry about not describing it good enough.